If you have dumbbells, Stephanie, do you have some dumbbells? Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I like thumbs. I like a lot of thumbs. And I don't know if you heard. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. We're going to do a slightly different format for those of you that have joined us for Strictly Strength before. This format is going to challenge you in a slightly different way. Hey, Jeanette. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and mute all. Okay. Just so we eliminate some distractions from the background, and you can play whatever music gets you pumped. You have the power to unmute yourself if you need a modification, have a question. Just go ahead and hit that unmute. Or you can also use the chat box if you're visiting from another location other than GoHo. I am the program manager for GoHo. My name again is Alicia. Please drop me a note in the chat with any feedback and where you're from. Welcome. Looks like people are rolling on here. Hey, Millie, Nancy's here. Awesome. Okay, so as I started to say, we are going to challenge ourselves in a slightly different way today. We're only going to do 7 exercises, but we're going to do them for a minute and a half. Each exercise for a minute and a half. We're going to have a nice long break in between. The idea is AMRAP. AMRAP is as many reps as possible. Luckily for you, we're going to do that whole circuit again a second time. And then what I would like you to do is see if you can do a little bit better on the second round. The goal here is to have really good form, to move nice and slow, and make sure that you're working the muscles that we're intending to work during these strength exercises. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes, okay. In addition, because we're gonna have a nice long break in between exercises, and it's Men's Health Month, I am going to challenge your brain a little bit, and we'll be doing some trivia or some quizzes in between each exercise. So first, we're gonna do a nice warm up, get our body ready to move. All right, so let's just start with some easy marching. Maybe you've been sitting in calls all morning. Go ahead and bring those arms in. Make sure you have a towel and a water bottle close by. Let's add in a little side lunge. Just nice and easy movement. All of our exercises are compound exercises, which means we're exercising multiple joints at the same time, and therefore multiple muscles. Do what you can. This is your workout. Let's bring it into some butt kickers. Bringing those heels up towards your bottom. Already ready for more fan up here. All right, some easy jacks. Soft knees. Let's bring in some knee huggers. Keep moving. Keep moving. I have some new stretches planned at the end. All right, bring it back to marches. Make sure you have plenty of space in front of you. We're gonna do 2 walkouts. Come down, baby step all the way out. You can add in a push-up if you like, and then baby step all the way back. 2 times. Good. Let's do some lateral movement. Just warming up. right, jogging in place. Keep moving. I'm going to check on, I see some notes in the chat. So I'm just going to check, make sure everybody's good. Awesome. Let's take it to some jacks. Starting to get warm. Okay, you move, keep moving in the way. Nice gentle movement in the way that makes you feel good. I'm going to explain the first exercise. First exercise is a squat to overhead press. So your feet are about hip width apart, toes pointing straight. If you have knee issues, you can tip those toes out just a little bit. Dumbbells are up here by your shoulders. You're going to come down and squat, push through your heels, and then when you hit the top, you're going to raise those dumbbells up for an overhead press. So squat and press. Ideally, you would remember how many you do in the first round so you can compare it to the second round. So if you have a place to jot that down, grab a pen and paper or your phone, and you'll be able to see if you met today's goal. Today's goal is to do as many reps as possible and to do just one more rep on that second round. All right? Any questions? Everybody good? I see thumbs, I see thumbs. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Lisa. All right, we're going in 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. Squat, press. Remember, we're working for 1.5 minutes, 90 seconds. So we're not trying to set any speed records. We're trying to make sure that we have good form throughout the entire movement. Nice, we're halfway. Remember, don't hold your breath. Work to exhale on the exertion, which would be, in this case, the upward motion. Almost there. 5, 3, 2. Great job. Take a break. Got a nice long break. So as mentioned, we're going to cover some important facts about men's health since June is Men's Health Month. So you all can think about this. You can have your answer in your head, and I'll give you the answer at the beginning of the next break. True or false? In the United States, men are more likely to die from a heart attack. That is the first question. The second exercise is row, row, row your boats. So you're going to do 3 rows straight back, bring those shoulder blades together, and then you're going to do a reverse lunge. And then you're going to alternate sides. Here we go. Go. Keep those dumbbells out in front of you for an added challenge. If you need to do the lunge with the dumbbells back here, that's okay. You can count your reps however you like, whether you count each side as 1 or you count both sides as 1. Just keep it consistent from one round to the next. Good. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Awesome. Compound movements. We're getting a lot done. Challenging all our parts. Three, two, great. Nice job. The answer to question 1, true or false? Men are more likely to die of a heart attack. That is true. Question number 2, true or false? Men are less likely to schedule a checkup with their doctor. True or false? Think about that while we do the next exercise, which is a sumo squat with an upright row. So nice wide stance, toes pointed out. You're gonna squat down, push, and then row. Squat and row. Get ready. We've got 3, 2, 1, go. Take your breaks. Take all your breaks. If you need a break during the 1.5-minute interval, take it. It's your workout. It's you versus you in the first round and the second round. Thirty seconds. Hopefully at the end of this hour, you'll have had a great workout and you'll learn at least one thing about men's health. And hopefully that'll help somebody in your life. Nice job. 3, 2, 1. Great time. Towel off, get a drink. The answer to question 2, that is true. Men are less likely to schedule an appointment with a doctor. Question number 3, true or false? Men are more likely to smoke tobacco products than women. Exercise number 4. I am going to ask you how many you got right at the end. Forward lunge with a bi-curl, alternating sides. Forward lunge with a bi-curl. We have about 5 seconds until we begin. Ready, set, go. Slow and controlled, focused movement. Wait to do that bicep curl until you get into the bottom of your lunge, even if it's not all the way to the ground. Okay, what we want to avoid is using momentum to scoop those arms up. We want to use those biceps. Get them stronger. Keep those elbows tucked into the side and curl. Almost there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. The answer to the last trivia question, that is true. Men are more likely to smoke tobacco products than women. Question number 4, true or false? A man will lose 30% of his muscle mass over his lifetime. True or false? We're trying to fight it right now. Next exercise is a bent over exercise. You're going to do a tricep extension. Come to the front, bring those dumbbells together, and add in a fly, and then repeat. Try, fly. Let's go. One try and one fly is 1 rep. Squeeze at the top. Elbows are stuck to the side. And come on out for the fly. Try and then fly. That fly, bring those shoulder blades together. You can have a slight bend in those elbows. Almost there. Make sure to maintain that bent posture. Have a tendency to want to creep up as the exercise moves forward. And that's time. All right, the answer to the last trivia question. That is true. A man will lose 30% of muscle mass over his lifetime. Question number 5, true or false? On average, men sit for 6 hours per day. True or false? Next exercise, we're going to alternate with a side lunge and a chest press. Okay, you can use a single dumbbell or to challenge yourself, 2 dumbbells. Take your rest. We've got 5 seconds before we start. Ready, set, go. Side lunge, chest press. With that side lunge, make sure that your toes are not pointing out. You don't want to open up that hip with this exercise. You want to keep those toes pointing straight. Again, slow and controlled. Anytime you hold something away from your body, the core should get engaged. So make sure your abs are on. July is going to be core month for GoHo. We're going to cover so much about the core. Nice strong core will help you in everything. Nice job. Are you keeping track? Are you counting how many reps? We've got 1 more exercise. Three, 2, break. So the answer to the trivia question is true. On average, men sit for 6 hours per day. Next question, True or false? 52% of men in the United States are obese. 52% of men in the United States are obese. True or false? Last exercise. You can use 2 dumbbells or a single dumbbell. It is a push-up to a row. Push up and then row. Try to keep those hips nice and steady. This exercise can certainly be done on your knees. Get ready. Time's up. Let's go. Push up. Row. If you choose to, you can use 1 dumbbell in the middle and put your hands directly on the floor or the mat. Do your push-up. Reach in, grab your dumbbell, row, and reverse. Whatever you want to do, it's your preference. Count those repetitions. We're almost at the end of the first round. I'm going to come in and check on y'all. Push up to row. Maybe your push-up is off the floor, but your row, you need to put your knees down. That's okay. All right, time. Good news. We have a nice long break. The answer to the trivia question is true. 52% of men in the US are considered obese. How's everybody doing? Let me see thumbs. Yes? Awesome. All right, we're going to take a nice little break in between rounds, a little bit longer than what we had been. Catch your breath, get a drink. We'll take it from the top. Again, it's you versus you. So the plan is to get just 1 more repetition. Another way that you can improve is maybe you increase the weights this round. It's the same 7 exercises. We need a trivia question to be thinking about. All right, true or false? 33% or a third of men, and all these statistics are based on US statistics. Just not that it really matters, but just for your information. 33% of men have high blood pressure. True or false? That is our next trivia question. We're going to go in about 30 seconds. So this is a new format, like I mentioned at the beginning. Definitely looking for feedback. Try to mix things up, keep them interesting. All right, back to the top. That first exercise is a squat to overhead press. We're going in 10 seconds. Ready, set, go. Those abs are engaged. Nice big squeeze at the top of that squat. Come up, squeeze those glutes, drive those dumbbells or water bottles or soup cans, whatever weights you have. Weights don't have to be dumbbells. I'm hoping you FOHO and GOHO folks will join us tomorrow at noon for a 45-minute boot camp, DOE Connect. It'll be the FOHO program manager, Ellen, and myself. We'll be tag teaming a pretty fun workout. Five seconds. Did you make it? Did you get one more? And break. Nice job. Answer to the last trivia question is true. 1/3 of men in the United States are classified as having high blood pressure. Question number 8, true or false? The recommended minutes of physical activity per day is the same for men and women. Is that true or false? All right, lock in your answers. We're going in 10 seconds. Back to that row, row, row your boat, which has nothing to do with boats, but I like saying it. 3 rows and then 1 reverse lunge and alternate sides. Let's go. Good posture. Those shoulders are nice and rolled back. You can think about bringing your shoulder blades down and putting them in your back pocket. Take your time. We're just looking for 1 more rep. Good work. Keep moving. Looks good. Little housekeeping. Break. Whew. Next exercise is the sumo squat to the upright row. The answer to the trivia question, that is true. Men and women both need the same number of minutes of physical activity each day. Next question, true or false? Men are more affected by diseases such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, cancer, and depression when compared to women. Is that true or false? Sumo squat to upright row. Go. Would love to hear if any of these answers or statistics surprise you. And we're not picking on men. That's not what it's about. It's about trying to identify the special health issues that the men in our lives deal with and helping them through those issues. Yeah, 30 more seconds here. Are you on track? Break. Woo. Nice job. Our next exercise is that forward lunge with the bi curl. The answer to the trivia question, true or false, men are more affected by diseases such as heart disease, stroke, diabetes, cancer, and depression when compared to women. That answer is true. Next trivia question, true or false? 1/2 or 50% of a man's health is determined by his genes. And that's not Levi's, that's your genetic makeup. True or false? All right, forward lunge to bi curl. Ready? Those breaks go quick. Set, go. If you can, use your computer monitor, your Zoom, as your mirror, and make sure that when you get that lunge in, that you're making a nice 90-degree and 90-degree angle with both of those knees. Maybe you're not able to get that other knee all the way down on the ground, and you're here, that's okay. But the goal, the challenge is to get them all the way down. Push through that heel, that front heel. Don't forget to add the bi curl. We're really challenging all of our muscles. 30 more seconds. Nice job, 15 more seconds. Full disclosure, our local pool opened up and I got to swim in this morning, so my arms might just fall right off. Might have to take a break to pick them up. 3, 2, break. Woo. All right, getting ready for our next move, bent tri to fly. The answer to the question, true or false, 1/2 of a man's health is determined by his genes. That answer is true. All right, next question, true or false? 16% of men 18 years and older smoke cigarettes. True or false? Grab those weights, hinge at those hips, nice straight spine for the bent. Try extension to fly. Let's go. One more than you did in the first round. That's all we're looking for. Maintain that hip hinge, maintain that bent position. All right, we're halfway right here, we're halfway. How many more reps do you need? 10 more seconds. Hold on to it. 3, 2, break. All right, the answer to the trivia question. Question was, true or false, 16% of men 18 and older are cigarette smokers. And unfortunately, that answer is true. Next trivia question. What percentage of men, no, that's not the question, true or false? 12% of men under 65 do not have health insurance. 12% of men under the age of 65 do not have health insurance. Is that true or false? Let's move to that side lunge with chest press. Go. Take your time with each movement. Feel those muscles working. You only have one more exercise after this. Don't hold your breath. Sometimes when it gets hard, I have a tendency to hold my breath. Just breathe through it. Keep moving. We've only got 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, break. Woo! Answer to the trivia question, 12% of men under 65 do not have health insurance. Sadly, that is also true. Last question, true or false? Most men are in good health. True or false? All right. Let's set up for the push-up to row. Last exercise in this circuit. Looking for one more rep than you got last time. Ready? We're going in 3, 2, go. All right, you're halfway there. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. We are finished. If you can, stay down on your mat because we still have a little bit of time and I want to push you just a little bit further. So we're going to set the timer for 1 minute and we're going to do a side plank. And we're going to do a side plank on the other side. You have a whole minute. If you need to drop down, reset, go ahead and do it. So whichever side you want to start on, you can bring one foot in front, ankles stacked, knees stacked, hips stacked, shoulders stacked. Everything is stacked up. I'm going to set the timer for 1 minute. Try to pick the side that is hardest for you, maybe, for your first side. Get it over with. Let's go. Always do the bonus question. I forgot to give you the answer to the question. The answer to the last question, true or false, most men are in good health, is true. Hopefully you noticed there was a pattern. Every answer, correct answer, was true in all of those questions. And like I said, I hope you learned something and that it helps you and the men in your life to take better care of their health. And here we are with just 15 more seconds here. Hang on to it. Drive that hip up toward the ceiling. Abs are in tight. 3, 2, woo, rest. You know what we gotta do? We gotta do the other side. 1 minute. Flip on over. Get ready. Set. Go. Halfway, 30 seconds down. Hold on to it. Drive those hips up toward the ceiling. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Ah, nice job. Coming up to see thumbs. Everybody have an okay workout? Yeah, I thought that was a pretty tough workout. Yes, thank you, Fonnie. Nice job. All right, get a drink, towel off. We have an extended stretch session going until 12:30. If you need to hop off for another call or lunch or something else, definitely make sure you take some time to stretch. We work those muscles really hard. I did. I thought that was a tough one. All right. First exercise, give me a thumbs up and let your arms fall back. Ooh, bring those shoulder blades together. Should feel a good stretch across your chest. Bring those arms together in front and push forward so that you get a slight rounding in that upper back. And then reach up, get up on those toes and find your balance. And push Bringing those arms all the way up as high as they can. And then roll on up. And we'll do that again. Thumbs up, let those arms fall back. Bring your hands together in front and push forward. Reach straight up. Come up on those toes. Get your balance and then push. Great job. I'm going to stretch out those triceps. So bring your hand down between your shoulder blades. Gentle pull straight down on that elbow. You should feel a good stretch in the back of your arm. Probably where you felt those tricep extensions and those push-ups. If you weren't on the Zoom meeting at the very beginning, just want to remind everybody that we do now have at GoHo a YouTube channel. So these live workouts will be available for you to repeat them later. Other side. Maybe you want to see how many reps you can get the next time. It's always nice to compare apples to apples when you're trying to see improvement. Nice. Bring that arm straight across, palm out with a gentle pull behind that elbow. Should feel a good stretch across that shoulder. Maybe you feel it a little bit in your chest. Stretches should never feel painful, never feel sharp. Should be a gentle tension. Other side. Nice job. If you need to balance, maybe use a wall or a chair. Stretch out those quads, grab your shoelaces, bring your knees together, pull straight up. Sometimes raising the other arm will help with balance. Fixing on one particular spot, maybe on the floor or an object in front of you. And then if you can, think about pushing that hip bone forward just a little bit by squeezing that glute. Should find just a little bit more stretch in that quad. All right, other side. Good. All right. Next exercise, this is commonly known as the runner's lunge. So you're going to take a big step forward and you're going to drop down into a lunge. You're going to put both hands inside that foot and try to come from your chest down to the ground as close as you can. You should feel a nice, good stretch throughout that hip. You can continue to sink down a little lower. Good. Switch that front foot. The hands come inside. You're going to come down, trying to bring that chest toward the ground. Okay, we can release that. We're going to stretch out those hamstrings. Go ahead and open those legs nice and wide. Spine is very straight, sitting up nice and tall. And then you're going to turn that torso and shoulders toward one side and fold toward those toes. Maybe you can grab those toes. Maybe you're at the knee or the shin, somewhere in between. And you're just going to settle in, trying to bring that chest toward that knee. You should feel a good stretch in the back of that leg on your hamstring. Go ahead and come back up. Face center, nice and tall. Turn that torso toward the other foot and reach. You might also get a nice stretch in your low back, on what's called your QL, quadratus lumborum. If you're especially tight there, you should feel that there as well. Great job. Let's bring the soles of the shoes together. Hold on to those toes and press your knees down into the ground. This is called the butterfly stretch. We're not going to let our butterfly wings flutter though. We're going to hold steady pressure, bringing those knees down into the ground. And then if you can walk forward, get a little bit more of a stretch. You should feel this stretch on the inside of your thighs.
Thank you, Alicia. I have to run. Bye, everyone.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks for coming. All right. Next, we're gonna lie straight out. Bring both knees in and hug them up to your chest. Go ahead and open your arms straight out and let your knees fall to one side. Can you get them all the way down to the ground? Bring them back to the middle. Hug them up again. Bring those knees up. Open those arms wide and let your knees fall to the opposite side. Whew, couple good pops there. If you find that you cannot get your knee all the way down to the ground, you can always roll a towel or a yoga block and use that as your ground. Bring those legs, knees back to the center and hug them up. Straighten out both legs. And then we're gonna just pick up one knee and gently bring it to the opposite shoulder. Straighten out that leg. Pick up that other knee and pull that up to the opposite shoulder.
Thanks, Alicia. See you tomorrow.
Coming. And release. We've got time for one more. This is the modified pigeon. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start in a tabletop position. You're gonna bring one knee to the center under your chest, and then you're gonna let that other leg come back. And you should feel a really good stretch in that hip. You can bring your chest closer and closer to the ground. Switch your knee. So come up. Put that other knee right in the middle under your chest and push that other leg back as far as you can.
Thank you, Alicia.
Thanks for coming, Lisa.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. Go ahead and come on up. Shake it all out. And we are finished. Everybody have an okay workout? Yes? Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, everybody. I hope I'll see you tomorrow at the DOE Connect workout. Like I said, it's at noon. It's about 45 minutes of boot camp. So hopefully we'll see you there. And maybe I'll see some of you tomorrow morning during my office hours, 9:30 to 10:30. All right. Good to see you all. Have a great Thursday.